Hello guys, this is Charlene Cheng. In this video, we're gonna talk about day-to-day work in data analyst jobs. The day-to-day work in data analyst jobs consists of three major things: process, data, and math. Now, there are a lot of details that go into the day-to-day work of this job and any other jobs. But there are three core pieces that gonna take up to 99% of the work. So let's look at each of them. Process. When I'm talking about process, I'm not only talking about data analyst process, but I'm talking about overall problem-solving process. Your real value to a company as a data analyst is being able to take a problem or a wanted outcome and figure out how to get here to there. It's really a kind of a math proof where you are taking all the things you do know to figure out an answer to something or you don't know, or explain something you don't know. So the process piece involves all the information gathering from the stakeholder that you presenting a problem need to be solved, to investigating what the real design outcome is, not only for the questions being asked. With all those pieces into the process, this is going to involve meetings, whether in one-on-one or into groups. And it's going to be calling or talking to different people. This process piece is also going to be some amount of research, looking for if it has been addressed before or other piece of information you might need as inputs. The process piece is a lot of times mostly on the front end, but there's a key piece that happens on the back end as well. That's how you communicate your analysis and results back to the people that need it, or to the people that are going to make some sort of decision or take an action off of it. So within that process is how you visualize the data, how you communicate in whatever form necessary. Whether it's written or in person, you'll need to be able to communicate well, and that's also part of the process step for an analyst. There's a such critical piece of the work that's about understanding what the problem really is and all of the necessary things that influence it to be able to make sure that the answer you provide is correct, and then providing the answer at the end of your work. Once the problem is clear, you can move on to the data step of the work. This consists of three major things as well. It's gathering the data, cleaning the data, and processing the data. Depending on the problem you are working on and the company you are working at or with, the gathering the data may already be done for you for the most part. You may have easily accessed databases to get all the information you need. In other cases, you might have to do this yourself. Then you will clean the data. This is going through, it's understanding it, and also making corrections where needed, removing outliers or things that shouldn't be included in the analysis. This can take a lot of time, but understanding all of this is really necessary before you start processing everything. Then the third step, processing the data. This is actually going through and doing programming or using the different data tools that you have available to analyze the work. Last is math. There's certainly math involved and mathematical principles involved in the day-to-day life of a data analyst. This is actually going through and applying statistical methods or machine learning methods, machine learning algorithm onto the data which just cleaned from last step. This is a very important piece of work that's about providing the answer at the end, making a conclusion or an actionable decision. So those are the three major things go into the day-to-day work of data analyst jobs. After this video, I hope you could have a general idea of what a data analyst job consists of.